Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables here, just coming in with another video right here. This video is actually about my personal collection on the VeVe app, and I've had a lot of people ask me, if what I had in my collection and where I'm at, and everyone's curious about what everybody's doing and where everybody's at with these collectibles. And so I thought I'd make a video just showing what I do and how I keep track of what I have. A little background, so I've joined the app a couple months ago in mid-October, and since then I've been participating in most of the drops. I've been successful on some and missed out on others, just like everybody. And I've bought things in the marketplace, and I've sold just a couple things. I've mostly been keeping mostly everything, but I have made a few little sales here and there, just to help really fund some of the drops. So but anyway, I used to own a toy store up until, the end of May. And that toy store was, comic books and vintage toys and lots of Lego. I love my Lego. And, when I was at the store, I had to keep a lot of records and books and stuff, running a business, of course. Now my business is mostly online, right, with that. And this isn't a business. VeVe's not a business for me or anything. But it's a collectible. It's how I'm collecting things. So it's more of a collection thing, not a business. But I can't help myself. I have that business background with my toy store and my comic books. So I like to make reports. I make reports about what I own and my collection and everything. And I thought I'd share that with you today because, like I said, people have been asking, oh, so what do you have? And where are you at? I think we're all curious, right? So this is mine. This is how I do it. I started actually this month really keeping track of everything, and I would recommend that for you too if you're in the app and you want to see where you're at. I think you write it all down, right? Write down all the stuff you have and keep it categorized possibly. And it's really important to keep a note of how much you paid and maybe the current market value. And that's the way I approached it. I know we all can't cash out yet, and that'll be coming at some point soon. But in the meantime, I like to see where I'm at and how I'm doing. It also helps me find new gems, and what I mean by gems is like things that have dropped in the marketplace or things I might want, or how things I've bought are doing. That's really important, because once you start piling them up, and if you're as active as I've become, you can lose track really quick, especially on some of the other collectibles that may have come out a week or two ago that now you've moved on to other stuff. So I like to do a little report, and I thought I'd show it to you today, and let me know if you have another way of doing it too, right? I'd love to see it. That'd be really fun. So what I did is I categorized everything. I made it a little, not a spreadsheet, but a little document that I put together. And I did it in this way. Okay, everybody's going to have their own way of doing it, but I listed the items, on the left here, and then I did the rarity of what they were, and I did the purchase price, and then I did the current market value. And so I date this, so if you go over a little bit, you can see that I dated it December the 20th, okay? Or December 2021. So I'll be doing this every month, and I'll probably do a little video about it just to show where I'm at. And I think it's really important, like I said, for yourself. If you want to keep track of what you're doing and what you got, this is a great way to do it. So anyway, I broke it up into two categories. I did the comics, and then down below I'll show you I did collectibles. And when I started here, I just do the comic book number, the edition number beside it in little brackets. And then I just do the rarity right here of what kind of, what rarity it is, whether it's a common, uncommon. I don't have any secret rares, so, fingers crossed I'll get one day. I'll add a new column just for that. But then I did the purchase price of how much I paid. So some are in the drops, some are in the marketplace. This lets me keep track. And then, like I said, the market value of the day that I do this. And I know the market value, it changes, daily, right? So it's a really good way to see where you're at month to month, to ebb and flow. So like I said, I put the comics right here. I just scroll down, and it just shows everything I got, which is not bad right here. And then down below, actually, these two blue ones right here, for me, these are ones I just got recently. So, this is December the 8th, 2021, and we had the Amazing Spider-Man #3 with Doc Ock come out. So I actually got one in the drop today, which is great. So I added that here. And then the market value, that's changing. I got it for the $6.99 drop. but the market value today, you know, as of when I actually put this together, making this video, is around 50. So that's pretty high. I think it'll come back down, but I just put it there for the moment. And then I have the Avengers 47 that came out a couple days ago, and I actually bought that in the market for 26. It's down to like 20, like 19.99. So, you know, we'll see how it goes, but those aren't factored into my overall totals. Okay, so that's why they're in blue. So, you know, this is an ever-changing document for me, and you might do the same thing, right? So, but it's really cool to see where things are at, right? You know, like, for example, we just pick one out here. So Fantastic Four number 5, you know, so it's a common. So I bought that in the marketplace for, you know, 24, and now it's sitting at 63. So that's pretty good, right? And, you know, I could probably add a column here for the date I bought it. That might be another column I might add in the future. For me at the moment, I just listed it, you know. So the date of overall is up in the top of my little document. So if I scroll down, I just total it up right here, you know, of how much I've spent and how much they're worth in the marketplace. Okay, and then if I get down to my collectibles here, MyCollectables, right? I just list all of the collectibles, not the comics, separately. I have a little line right there. I just do the rarity here, the purchase price I got them for as well, and then of course the market value. And then in red right here, what I did is I just sold one most recently. I sold one just so I could actually start getting the Dr. Octopus comic, the Spider-Man number 3. I actually sold, you know, the little decon rock and roll, you know, so you know, and I actually lost gems on that, but for me it was okay because I really wanted to transition into the comic and use the gems there. So, you know, you can make these choices, but then I just label it red, you know, because I lost a bit on that. I'll probably do green if I sell it, and then it's, you know, I make like, you know, a value on it. So, you know, it comes and goes, ebb and flow. You have to make your choices, just like I do. I don't mind taking a hit sometimes, depending on what I'm getting. You know, sometimes you buy something and it doesn't work out that well yet. Long term, I'm probably holding mostly everything. So I really have only sold 1 or 2 items, right? I did actually sell the Supergirl as well, and I used that to actually help get another Wonder Woman. So I have 2 Wonder Women. So, but that's not on here because actually I'd done that before I did this whole thing. So I didn't even factor that one in. That was only a few days ago. And I just made this basically last night. So I didn't put all my historical history. This is just current, okay? Some people might do their entire history of what they've done. I just went current. I'm starting basically from today and moving forward. So that would be even more interesting to see. So down below, I total it up as well. So my total collectible cost is about 2,000 gems. And, you know, it's sitting at 8,200. So that's really good for me. Most of my profit, not really profit, but most of my gain is in the collectible area, not as much the comic book area. And the reason for that, for me particularly, is because I've purchased a lot of comics lately, like the common ones. So the market value hasn't separated as much yet because I've actually acquired a bunch. If you know, on my little channel here, I made a video, you know, a couple weeks ago about the common comic books. And as we all know, they are rising, right? I saw the trend back then, and as a lot of people did. I was just following along with what other people were saying and, you know, what other stuff I was seeing. And people are picking up those common comic books. So I, you know, picked up a bunch recently. And so the market price is similar on some of them, right? Like this one right here, you know, like a common, you know, the Tales of Suspense number 52. Like I paid 21, it's now sitting at 28. So that was, you know, recent, right? So it's gone up a little bit as the floor price. It'll may go back down and up, you know, but it'll be really interesting to see this in 6 months from now. And, you know, that's why I'm doing these reports, is so I can see where I'm at now and I can compare it like in 6 months from now. And this will be, you know, things will be added to it. I might sell some, who knows, right? So if I scroll back out a little bit, you can see the whole document of how I do it. I did the little, you know, VeVe logo at the top. I just, you know, got it off of Google or whatever. And then, you know, I got the date right here. And then I did a little box right here just with the general totals, okay? This is just for me. And, you know, do any format you want, right? This is not like some sort of system. This is just how I'm doing it. And I did my total, so I go total spent, and, you know, just full disclosure, that's why I'm showing you, because people have asked. I've spent $3,417 and 66. I don't know how I got 66. Oh yeah, probably because in the market I bought stuff for like $19.99 or whatever. So 3,417 total gems that I've spent, which equates to US dollars, and that's in 2 months. So I haven't been going. I won't be going as hard as I did in the beginning. I don't think. I'm just focusing on the drops that come out now. And my total market value, though, of all of it, is 9,993 gems. So the difference as of December the 8th is I'm up plus 6,700. Oh, sorry, 6,475. So that's in 2 months. I'm up. So if they had the ability to liquidate and for us to sell and convert our gems and cash out, if I tried to liquidate everything, I probably wouldn't get the exact market value. I'd probably have to drop below. But in 2 months, you can see I'm up on about 6,500 gems. And I mean, that's incredible. I mean, that's amazing. So I think if you're getting into the VeVe collectibles, now's a great time still. I know I've made a few videos, and other people too, about rising prices, rising value of some of these, especially the common comic books. I can give you a little insight, and I've heard people say this too. The common comic books are really important, and the reason that they're important, and the reason I think they're rising in value even more now, is not just because they're lower priced and people can get them. It's because they have the original covers, right? So if you're a comic book collector like I am in the real world, I love the original covers, and the original covers are, what you see when you go into a comic book shop, and they're what people see who come into the app for the first time, who maybe don't understand like the different rarities and the different covers that you get. They see that original cover, and the original cover is, beautiful, right? And so I think people are really, really loving that. And the more comic book, real world comic book collectors that come in, and the more people who are just getting into it, I think they'll see those original covers and they'll think that that one's the one they want. And also when the price is lower than, like, say, the secret rare, right? It's going to be easier to acquire. So I think that's why the floor price on all the commons has started to go up quite a bit. That's just a little side note to my little video. I think we're all starting to know that. We're all starting to see that. My video from a couple weeks ago about that exact topic, and never really spoke about the importance of the original covers. I just saw the trend. So anyway, so that's a little side note. So it's really good to keep track, like I said, for you and for me and for everybody. I'll share this if people want to see it. I think it's really interesting. Like I said, just make a little report for yourself. I did this in InDesign, which is an Adobe program. I'm also a graphic designer, so I have some of these programs, but you can make these up in lots of programs on your computer and just keep track, just keep track. You can see what you're doing. You can see what others are doing. Share with your friends, it's totally great. It's good for this community, I think, to grow, and be positive. And then you can just refer back to it. I'm going to really be interested to see in 6 months from now, like where I'm at. I'll look back at my December report, and I'll be able to easily track here the market value that month, because you know how tedious it is to go into the app itself and click on each item and then check out the market value, like if you just want to see where you're at. So you create a report, you can just look back on it, and then when I do the next month one, I just go down the list, and I'll just create a new document. Maybe I'll change the color or something. I'll definitely change the date, and then I can just refer back to it. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. This is what I'm doing. I would recommend doing something like that too, until they get something in the app, which would also be great if anybody from VeVe is watching, which I doubt you are, but if you are watching, hopefully you're considering putting some sort of tracking thing into the actual app, some sort of way that we can see our total collection value. I mean, that would be great. Or how much it costs, or if we could maybe even just download a little report. I know other things do things like that. And if you're treating this like a business, well, you kind of need that for tax reasons and for profit loss and all that stuff. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. I'd love to hear how you're doing it, and I'd love to see other people's collections. It's really cool, and I think we're onto something really fun here. All right, so have a great day, happy collecting, and we'll see you again.